So to start off with, we'll come around to the back, and using these ball joints in the feet, we'll manipulate them around the tires and rotate the feet a full 180 degrees. And he should be looking something like this. Next, we can come to this back section, and it is on this series of hinges, so we can just fold it up, and it should point up to the sky. This will give us clearance for later steps. And once this is done, we'll move around to the front. Here, we'll take these side pieces, and using this hinge joint, we'll just fold them out to the side. So they should be pointing forward. Now this is done, we can keep working on the arms. So we'll take these big ball joint sections, and we can just rotate them down a 90-degree angle. So the arms should be on their side now. And obviously this step is repeated on both sides. Now, moving to the waist section, we can straighten out his legs. And this step is similar to quite a lot of Optimus Prime figures. And once these are straightened out, we can then move on to the torso section. So, to start filling in gaps in the torso, we can start off at the back, where we'll rotate around his head, and this will also bring around these panel sections. So it should look something like that. Next, we can rotate around the wheels as well as the shoulder joints, as they are on an inner ball joint that is inside the chest. So it should rotate up something like this, bringing the wheel and arm. And this will give us clearance to rotate around the entire torso. So through the middle of the body, there is a pin joint, and on that pin joint we can swivel around this entire front grille section, as it will be hiding away on the back. And it should look something like that. And we can also unfold this panel, which will fill out the torso. So it should look something like this. And to tidy up the remaining grille sections, we can come round to the back. Here we can take these sections and compress them along the sides of this pillar section, and we can also rotate it up to compress it into the back. And folding those other pieces around it, we'll tab it in. And to secure the entire backpack, we can then take these folded sections and wrap them around the wheels. And I'd like to point out here there's also a Creo All About logo, in reference to the position that it sits in the game. However, it is covered up during this step. Now that the back assembly is secured, we can work on the arms. But before that, we can just rotate it around the head, as right now it is upside down, and it is on this ball joint piece of the back. So it should just fold around like this. And now, using the ball joints in the shoulders, we can rotate the arms down to his side. And once this is done, we can take the shoulder pylons as well as the missiles, and on this ball joint they will fold up into their robot mode position. So it should look like this. And we can also take the forearms, and using the ball joint just under the elbow, we can rotate them around. And that is it for the transformation.